Poetry and Conversations here at 21573 Grand River. Doors open at 7. We start usually around 8. This came together because I have been approached a few times just because naturally I'm a host. I have a podcast. This was just like in my field, poetry. I've been doing poetry for years. And so again, I've been approached a couple of times, but it didn't go. And so the way that I operate in my life, I ask the Lord, whatever it is that you want me to do, make it easy. And so I look for things to be easy. I look for opportunities, and I look to connect with people, and that's just how it happened. It was one of those things, and it's in a season in my life where it just flowed. So that's how it came about. It has been going now for about 2 months. I think we started August, so this is the 4th time. I do it every other Thursday. We have a good time. It's transparency, it's freedom. I don't ever want a poet to feel like they gotta come and be a certain way, sound a certain way, do a certain thing, not have a piece of paper, not having, it's just like, come as you are, say what you have, be authentic. I want people to feel free. I want them to feel comfortable. I don't want them to feel judged. I don't want them to compare themselves. I don't want them to think, this person got this much time and this person don't. I see a lot of people feel away when they hold their phones or when they, holding tablets or whatever, or they holding paper. Like, so what? Who are we to judge people's natural ability? I write on anything. I don't care. And so when people do come, I encourage them. We were created to create. And so I encourage them every day, create something. And even when you come here, create something new, speak something new. You don't have to always do, and I know the confidence has a lot to do with it, but I want people to continue to create, continue to bring new manna, continue to bring that and show the world like what you have. So I want them to feel comfortable. I will not censor anybody. Like I said, this is a free space. We do have conversation time where I have people fill out a card and write a question down, a question they may have for the opposite sex or just anything they may think about. And so in the middle of our open mic times, I pull from that and we have conversation. I pass the mic and we just kick it like adults. We should be able to communicate effectively. We should be able to agree to disagree. And that's the type of environment that I like to bring. So no, this is not the raunchy, everything about that type of feel. It's not that. So if you come and that's what you bring, that's what you bring. But I don't box it in. Nothing is boxed. But it's really not that type of vibe. I do not see this open mic ending anytime soon because I live in the now. I live in the present. And right now, it's happening today. Every other Thursday is going down. I feel like we have a download daily. If people stop just for a second and pick up their pen, I promise, I know for sure something will come that you need to write down. And so it's just that connection. It's that connection with the God in us, the Holy Spirit that's in us, that guide us every day, that leads you and guides you in what to say and what to do. And so I look for that. I'll have a word just pop up in my head and I immediately just start writing. So it's really a gift, and I do feel like everybody has that gift if they tap in. It's a tap in, turn on type of thing. People say, "Oh, I don't do that," or "I don't know how to do poetry." I can sit with a person and ask them a few questions, and every time they say something, I write it down and I read it back to them. That's poetry. Holy Spirit is a conduit. We're conduits, and so that's what we're made for. We're made to be able to communicate in the flesh because some people don't believe in the spirit, so that's what we're here for. The space is real intimate. They've done different things with it, and they asked me like, what would I do with the space? And when I came down, of course, poetry night. For me, since I've been doing poetry forever, it's just I do it as a business. It's called Creative Emotions. I go and do poetry for any event. And so just talking to them, Tiffany and Derek Collins, he owns a couple of properties along here. So I think that's awesome, giving back to the community. It's businesses upstairs for people to patronize and things like that. So I don't know the actual history, but I know it's good ground. Off the mic, Vaquita is the embodiment of love. Vaquita is light. Vaquita is a mother, a sister, a daughter, a friend. Vaquita is an advocate. Vaquita, she's a motivator. She's encouraging, purpose-driven, the reflection of God. I just want to encourage people not to wait. If you feel that unction in your spirit to do certain things, but you're talking to people that don't see the vision, talk to your Holy Spirit, count the cost, and make your move. Because a lot of things, a lot of people despise the small beginnings, but it's the small beginnings because if we never start, we never know if we'll finish. And it may not ever be a finish. It may just be that start and you never know where to go. So just stay motivated, stay on purpose, and be intentional.